This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the BIC, Bournemouth. We've just seen sensational performance from Ryan Garner. Defeats Reece Blotti in the 12th and final round. Andrew Smith, just your reaction to that?
Yeah, I thought he was really good tonight. I thought Reece beforehand really fancied it. I think that we've seen what a run Reece Blotti's gone on in the last couple of years. And I think we thought it would be more of a sort of 50-50 fight, and maybe the favourite was Ryan and possibly a close points win, but I thought he was terrific tonight. I thought he got into a rhythm. I thought his balance was great, unpredictable with his bursts and combinations, and I think Reece just didn't really get set. I think it was partly that Ryan didn't allow him to. I think he overcommitted a bit trying to get that left hook going, and ultimately, as the fight went on and Ryan got stronger and stronger with that freshness, I think, as well, only his 18th fight, he's on there at that ascent. I think that Reece started to really struggle. And look, he took full advantage at the beginning of the 12th round. Victor Loughlin stepped in. There was a long time left in the round. I know Reece would have wanted to go on, and what a gladiator he is, and what a brilliant fighter he's been over the last decade. But it was Ryan Garner's night tonight, in front of an unbelievable crowd. We had 90,000 at Wembley last week, which was brilliant, but the 2,000-3,000 that were here tonight, I tell you what, they made a hell of a racket. And I think we're destined for St Mary's, aren't we, in the next sort of 9-12 months. Maybe a couple more fights at this sort of European level for Ryan, and a world title tilt I'd like to see next spring or summer.
Let's talk about Alois. Went a distance tonight, got the decision. A little bit critical of himself when we spoke to him. He said he expects greatness. That wasn't greatness. No. What did you think of that?
It wasn't. And yeah, I think, look, ultimately, it was a close fight in my eyes, in the eyes of Darren and Barry and us at ringside. I thought Ellis Zorro actually boxed really well at times, and I think he can certainly be feeling a bit sick with the distance of the scorecards. Simon obviously thinks that. I mean, I think some people did think Alois won wide, and he had the come forward aggression. But for me, I thought the boxing of Ellis Zorro got better and better. I thought 3 or 4 rounds of the last sort of 5 were his, and it was close. I don't have a problem with Alois winning that. It could have gone either way, but I thought the cards were wide, and I think Ellis could feel very unlucky not to go home with more tonight. I thought his reputation was enhanced again. He's had a difficult couple of years. Alois Jr., I think we all expected to start fast and maybe get rid of Ellis Zorro pretty quickly. It didn't happen, and look, he kept going. There was some great body work. There was some good aggression, but yeah, look, if he's his harshest critic, and him and Ben will go back to the drawing board. He's 22. They got the win. They move on. End of story.
Just want to go back a week, Adam. You alluded to it earlier at Wembley Stadium, 90,000. In that 7 days, a lot has come out about what may or may not be a party, a gathering, and about really Daniel Dubois' team and the way the hours coming up to that fight were handled. What do you think of everything that's come out?
I think firstly it was an amazing night for sport last weekend to see Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk get a huge ovation on stunning ring walks with 90,000 people at the National Stadium. It doesn't get better than that for our sport, being under the spotlight like that. Undisputed titles on the line at heavyweight, the blue ribbon division, and Alexander Usyk producing one of the great performances of his career. I thought he was relentless, ruthless, and he deserves every accolade, and he got the crowd, and every one of those 90,000 will go home and say, we saw Alexander Usyk, and I'm sure he could sell out Wembley again against anybody. He's that special. For Daniel Dubois, a tough loss, and yeah, he tried his hardest. Whatever happened before, the party, the gathering, look, if they did it for the AJ fight, he was brilliant against Joshua. I was surprised when I heard it, obviously. You think that fighters want to get in the zone on the day, but look, everyone's different, and I don't think it's fair to sort of criticise what happened really beforehand. Now it's up to, Daniel went into the ring and he did his best, and he wasn't good enough. Ultimately, he lost to, in my opinion, the pound for pound star of this generation and one of the greatest fighters of all time. So there's no disgrace in that. He's a world champion, a former world champion. He'll come again at 27. Yeah, maybe they'll look at it. I thought he arrived too late to the stadium. I was surprised. Usyk was already getting his hands taped, and there was no sign of Daniel, so that was surprising. But whatever happened during the day, that's up to the team, and they'll look into that. But Daniel will come back from that, and I thought he tried everything. He tried his best, and ultimately, Alexander Usyk has had 24 fights. He's won every one. He's beaten every heavyweight we've had, and twice. So he needs to do no more, but he could do so much more. So it's just astonishing, and I think it's about enjoying him while he's here. And he's an absolute pleasure to be around. He's a wonderful man, and he's a phenomenal fighter. So I think if you're Daniel Dubois, you come back, you lick your wounds, you go again. Frank Warren will stand by him, and he'll, I'm sure, rise and be a better fighter because of that. But no disgrace Saturday night. Alexander Usyk is an exceptional man.
Last one before I let you go. WBO have ordered the Joseph Parker fight. We understand 30 days to agree a deal. Joseph Parker said on TalkSport he feels he may vacate. What's your gut telling you, Adam? Does Alexander Usyk take the fight within the 30 days? He said he needed a break in the ring after to Joseph, or does Joseph go on and fight for that vacant title against Moses Atalma or whoever may take it down the rankings?
Joseph Parker deserves his opportunity. There's no doubt about that. He's been exceptional under Andy Lee in the last 2 or 3 years, and he is the man in waiting. Yes, there's others. There's Ajit Kabayel and a whole host of fighters like Tyson Fury wanting to come back, AJ and Deontay Wilder making a return. There's so many heavyweights out there that everyone will be looking at challenging Usyk, whether it's for a second, third time or a first time. I think Joseph Parker deserves the fight. Look, Alexander will need a rest after that. He told me a few weeks ago when I chatted to him on the London Eye, he wanted 2 more fights. Well, there was one. I'd like to see his final fight in Ukraine. It's not possible at the moment. Maybe it will be in the next year or 2, but he might want to stay active. He said to me in Garner in November in training camp that he still loves it. He loves the discipline of training for fights, and I think while he's enjoying it and performing like he did last Saturday night, he can do whatever he likes. So I'd like to see Joseph Parker get the next opportunity, whether it's for a vacant title and everything gets splintered and fractured again. I think Joe definitely deserves that world title shot. Whatever happens will happen, and Alexander Usyk, I'm sure, will be back again. But who's he going to fight? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. He can fight anybody, can't he?
Adam, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. We'll catch up with you, I'm sure, very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you.